Welcome to the People Connect podcast. Your network is your net worth. Are you ready to take your life to the next level? Be prepared to leap out of your comfort zone and connect with the who's who of what you want to do. Stop, drop, and roll as we start, market, and grow the CEO of you and your host, Nichelle Womack. She will help you engage, reinvent, motivate, and reactivate your plans for success.
Hey everybody, how are you? Happy Tuesday. How you doing? Happy Testimony Tuesday. I'm Nichelle with 2excelwithnichelle.com. I pray you are having a magnificent day. I am so tired. I don't know about you, but I'm still trying to catch up with daylight savings time. How about you? Have you gotten a touch of rest yet? I just still haven't caught up with my rest. Perhaps maybe because I go to bed too late every night. I'm up to last night I was literally up till about, I think it was about 12:30, 1 o'clock. Then I got up again about 5. Got a major product as well, and a promotion that's coming up. So I've been working like crazy. And I'm out here grinding these streets right now in my home health business, trying to get some referrals, some new referrals. That's one thing about the business of home health. You got to stay consistent and out here beating these streets, meeting people, talking to people, getting contracts, and making things work. Hey, how you doing? Welcome, everyone. And so today I'm going to share with you the 3 components of an entrepreneur. These are some things that when I first decided to go into business and, at the point of going into business, I really had no idea of what type of business I wanted to get into. All I knew is that I literally just did not want to work for someone for the rest of my life. But then, working with someone gave experience, it gave information, it gave determination, and it gave me desire. So these 3 components of entrepreneurship, I think you can take them and put them into the workplace and make them work for you. And I also think you can utilize them to work in the business of you. I used to say that, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner, when I realized that I personally am a business. And I think in any facet of life that you're in, you are the business, whether you work a job or if you are the entrepreneur. So let me share with you the 3 components of entrepreneurship that I think we need to really pay attention to when we're talking about going into business for ourselves and when we're thinking about prospering to that next level. The first thing that I want you to be mindful of is the 3 components. Number 1 is the person. The person really drives the business. The person is the brand of that business. The person is the person is the one that people see when you start talking about your business. And so what should this person look like? First, this person should have drive and determination, because people literally, when you are in business, they can tell how hungry you are by how persistent you are. Let me clarify that a little bit more. Persistence can sometimes be annoying. Persistence can sometimes drive people to and from you. And when they see the drive and determination from you, sometimes it doesn't even matter what you're selling. They're willing to buy it from you if they like you, if they trust you, and if they know you. Business is nothing but relationship building. It's all about building relationships. And sometimes, hi, how you doing? Sometimes, people find it kind of difficult to build relationships because they don't spend time building relationships. So the first component of entrepreneurship, when we're talking about building a business, is the person itself. What type of person are you? Are you one of those type of people that don't care about other people? Is it all about you? Is the consumption just you? Or are you driven by your purpose and your mission to be focused on other people, how you can make their lives better while making yours better as well? So that's the first component of entrepreneurship, the person. How does that person come across to other people? How valuable is that person to other people, per se your customers? And as I mentioned, being in home health, one thing that I know is really built on driving relationships. I'm in the process of speaking with a couple of hospital vendors, so that when they discharge people, that they will send them to me. And this sometimes can be a struggle because I don't take all patients, and my services are somewhat limited, cliche, niche, where we only see certain types of patients. So we have to be very, very specific when going in asking for the business, because we don't want them to send us everybody, because everybody does not funnel well within the business that I do in that business. And so then the next thing that you want to look at when you're talking about the components of entrepreneurship, you literally want to look at the idea, because every business starts with just a simple idea, of I want to go into business. And you per se may see something that is going on right now and you don't even necessarily agree with it, or you see that there's a different way that you can do it to make it better. And so when you're talking about an idea, how does this idea take you from point A to point B? How does this idea not only allow you to help other people, but also put income into your pocket so that you can create a business? And I know every time that I come up with some type of business idea, and believe it or not, I come up with something every day. I come up with something every day, and I run it across people that I do business with to see if it's a good idea, because it's really good to always have good connections in mind and with you when you're thinking about starting a business. So an idea translates into opportunity. When you look at that idea, again, as I mentioned, you go back to see how not only can you use it to help people when people have needs and they have wants and they're not being answered, you can be that facilitator to help answer those needs and their wants with your idea. And then make certain that you have a plan in there where that idea can allow you to be compensated in return. Too many people do things for free all the time. Now, I do admit, because even in my businesses, a lot of times I find myself doing things free for people. And I really wouldn't even call it free, because what I find out when I share something with them, they either refer somebody to me because I asked for it. You got to ask for what you want. You ask not, you have not because you ask not. And so when you're asking for that, I'm providing you this information. However, if you know someone who could use the services that I offer, please refer them. And in certain businesses, we can offer referral fees. And that really, in some point, kind of entices the client that, hey, they provided something for me. So therefore, I know if I refer someone to them, not necessarily that I'm going to get a referral fee, but that they're going to, hey, how you doing, Janine? That they're going to be able to help the person that I'm referring to them. And so the idea is really important as a component of an entrepreneurship, because that idea gives you a facilitation of what it is that you're trying to put in place so that the business can work. Welcome. How you doing, Mason? What's going on? The next thing, a component of entrepreneurship, we're talking about resources. In order to get your business from the person to the idea, you got to look at resources. What resources are available in front of you? And I tell you what, when I started my business 25 years ago, not that the information was not available, but it wasn't readily available as it is today. Right now I can, go anywhere pretty much and learn something about real estate. Right now I can go anywhere pretty much and learn something about home health, consulting. I can go any place and learn things about that. But I think the more training that you put in place for your entrepreneurship vision, dreams, goals, objectives, the more in tune you will be what it is that you're trying to do. Even in home health, I have to constantly stay up on the new laws, regulations, and things that I can and cannot do so that I don't miss opportunity with payment. In real estate, I have to stay up on top of the game of real estate with my clients, knowing what type of lenders that I can work with and people who will accept this type of loan and accept that. Insurance, I have to stay in tune with regulations. So whatever business that you're into, you need to stay on top of the resources. And there's always something to learn. People that tell me they're bored, I'm like, really? If you're in business and you are bored, then you're not in business, literally. Because there's too much to learn for you to be bored. I mean, that's why I say I very seldom get sleep, because I stay up all night trying to figure out what it is that I can do to not only make my business better, not only to make my business profitable, but I can think of some other idea that I can add to my business so that I can help more people. so that I can help more people. National Hockey, Colorado versus St. Louis. Who's going to win? The Blues are magnificent, so I don't know about that. We'll see. We've gone on to the Stanley Cup. Yes, you need to study more. You know what? And we all do. Okay, so don't feel guilty. But what you need to do, since you admitted that and you know that needs to be a priority. That needs to be a priority because, when we acknowledge that all of us have weaknesses. I too have weaknesses that I'm consistently working on, trying to build to get better, because I don't think you can ever be at that perfect state. Yes, ma'am. I don't think you could be at that perfect state, because the more you know, the more you can grow, and the more it enables you to help other people. Not only will you grow, but you will enable to help other people grow as well. I mean, like I said, 25 years in business, I'm still learning how to do it right. Still learning how to do it right. And I've been very profitable with the businesses and successful, but there's still something always to learn. And you want to make yourself a vessel for learning. I think when you shut down yourself and you say, I'm through learning, I don't want to learn anymore, you're really missing out on a lot of opportunity, because if you learn more, guess how much more profitable you could be. And like I said, and you're able to help more people. And so make learning a priority. And that's part of the resources of the tool of entrepreneurship, talking about the person, which is you, talking about the idea that you have formulated, that you've put together and put in place. Those resources have a lot to do with that. Can you learn something? Right now with learning, you don't have to be in a classroom. You can learn it online. People like myself and other coaches, they have online classrooms that you can get into, Periscope, YouTube, all of those are great vessels. So social media really is a hub for learning. Now, I will admit that there's a lot of junk out there. And so you really have to have a discernment of ear, a vessel to learning. Yes, you have to have a discerning ear. And in that discerning ear, you have to know who's talking what and who's talking not. Because sometimes people will reel you in just to get you to that point and then drop you. So you have to make certain that whoever you choose to be that vessel in learning with you, that they have the best interest in you, the consumer, because that's what business is all about. The customer. What can you do to help that customer get to the next level? What can you do to make that customer's life better? In home health, my goal is to always make certain that these patients do not go back to the hospital, that they're able to function at home like they were before they went to the hospital, before they got sick. In real estate, my goal is to objectively make certain that you find your dream home. I want you to call that place home. And home is really where you are. And so you can live in a shack and still make it a home. It just depends on how you look at home ownership. And too many people, when we're talking about business, too many people have a narrow perspective of what business is. Business is big. And I used to say I was a small business owner, but I fine-tuned my conversation now and just say that I am a business owner. I am the business, because you are. Your business is your brand. And you have to address it as such. If you work part-time in your business, you're going to have part-time income. It's as simple as that. So I stay on the grind. I don't necessarily always have time to do all the things that I enjoy doing, that I want to do. But I know if I work hard right now in doing the things that I have to do later on while everybody else is working and grinding, then I'll be able to enjoy the things that they're enjoying now. So I'm doing that delayed gratification. And sometimes in life, you got to have delayed gratification in order to get the gratification that you want later on in your goal, with your goals and your objectives. So yes, that is my message for you today. There are 3 components to entrepreneurship. First off, you got to have that person in check. Is business something you want to do? Is it a hobby? Because if it's a hobby, then you're not going to plan, time for it. You're not going to look for ways to grow it. You're just going to be happy just doing it. Good message. Thank you, Janine. I greatly appreciate you for being here. If you're not connected with me, connect with me there. And I'm also on I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter at Nichelle Womack, and I provide daily encouragement, motivation, because I truly believe in business, you got to stay encouraged every day. Entrepreneurship is a lonely journey. It is a lonely journey. You're going to want to give up. You're going to cry. Yes, even 25 years, I still cry because I'm like, why can't I get this right? What can I do different? And that's just a part of knowing that you don't. Yes, Lord. Hallelujah. Just knowing that you don't know everything. everything. And so then I know I need to go back to the grind. And I tell you what the grind is, starts with me from the word of God, because I know in here he says wisdom, knowledge. If you attain that, then you shall not lack anything. Those who do not attain knowledge and wisdom, they obtain poverty, and that makes the hand broke. And if you can see that in the word, it tells you in there. So, if you follow the word of God and you put him say, I tell people that, when you talk business, if you put God first in your business, what you will find is that he will allow you to go to where it is that you're trying to go in life. Keep him first in everything, relationships, business, and life. And as you keep him first, he will help lead and guide and direct you, amen, towards your path. And that path will be designed specifically for you, because what God has for you is for you. Nobody can take it away from you. Nobody can wish it or hate it away from you. Nobody can't do nothing with it, because what God ordains for you is for you. And so everything that I do, it really evolves around my faith, my business opportunities, my risk taking. Yes, my name is on it. And your name is on it, Janine. But I'm going to tell you something with that. BC, and I'm talking about Christians here. We always like to claim stuff. But God says, if you're going to claim it with that faith, then that mustard seed, I need for you to go out there and have faith and make it happen. Having faith without action really don't work, because his faith without action is dead. And that's clearly what he says. So you can have faith, you can claim it and all that stuff, but if you don't put in the work, it's not going to happen. And that's the reality of it is. So Christians all day, I get confused, because I'm like, what God you serve? Because I know the word I read. Yes, the word I read, he says that in his word. If you do it and you have faith that I know that that I'm going to help you through it, because see what he brings you to, he brings you through. And if you have faith and know that he's going to help you with it, then yes, right work. He will pull you through. He will give you what you need. He will give you the resources. He will connect you with the right people. And sometimes we have to disconnect ourselves with people because they're not driving towards our purpose. I've had to do that in life many times. People that I thought were my friends, all they were just connections. I needed people that were going to push me forward, that were going to uplift me, that were going to say, hey, this journey, you're not in it by yourself. I may not be into the business that you're in, but I'm going to push and encourage you and support you. Yes, real friends, Janine, they support you in your endeavors. They know that they may not like what you do, but then they may say, hey, well, I got a friend that does that. See, that's why we must watch our circle. We must watch who we allow to be in our circle of influence. I think it's so key and so important. So in the core elements of entrepreneurship, the first thing that you need to examine is the person, and that person is you. Then you need to seek what ideas you are putting into place, and they come from here. They come from even seeing things that you're out there doing. I get ideas every day just by being outside, connecting with me and meeting with people. I make it my destiny every day to get out and network and meet with people. I do that on a regular basis. Why? Because it's so important and so key to success. You can't just be online and network, even though the business world is really big and video is becoming so important. So you got to put yourself out there, and you have to be willing and ready and able, as I say all the time, and prepare when opportunity presents itself. And so that is my message today. My name is Nichelle. If you like one-on-one consultation to help you take you from point A to point B, to help you put those plans that you have in your mind on the paper and into action, you can connect with me at 2excelwithnichelle.com. I do offer free consultation where we come and we brainstorm together and we look at things that we can put in place that will expedite your success, at least get you on that right path. And then if you're seeking things further than that, I have a focus session where we concentrate one-on-one, diving into the specifics. Yes, amazing. Diving into the specifics so that you can get more focused into what you're trying to do, and that you'll be steered towards your direction in your success. And so that's what I do. I do group consultation as well. And as I mentioned, I've been in business over 25 years. I don't know everything, and I'm not going to confess to sit up here telling you that, but I know enough to help get you on track if you are interested in starting a business. If you are at default in your life and you're confused and you just don't know where you're supposed to be, because all of us have a purpose in our life. And if that person is you, then I can help get you on the right track as well. And so if that is of you, go ahead and connect with me to excelwithnichelle.com. I'm also on Instagram and on Twitter at Nichelle Womack, and I'm providing daily inspiration, motivation. And remember, everything I do is faith driven. That drives me to my success. And if you are faith purpose yourself, then I look forward to connecting with you as well. Be blessed. Janine, thank you for the beautiful hearts. I greatly appreciate you being in my space today, this afternoon, on this Tuesday, this Testimony Tuesday. I look forward to connecting with each and one of you very soon. Be blessed and highly favored in everything that you do. And may everything you touch, may it turn to gold. Blessings and peace. God bless you to you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.